Hi, hello, hello. My name is Lotta. And welcome back to my channel, or welcome to a new, I don't know which way I have to do this, ASMR video. This is a video that has been in the making for a very long time, since my 2K special, to be exact. Or was it the 16K special? Anyway, I got a request for map tracing and storytelling in a soft-spoken voice. But the problem is that I don't have any maps, and I still don't. So I got this off Wikimedia Commons. So it's a map that's in the common use license, a world map. And I'm just gonna talk a bit about that and talk about some countries that I've visited. And then I have the only map that I actually own, which is a map of Amsterdam city. For some tracing, because if I try to trace on this one, it doesn't work. Anyway, I would like to start here, where I'm from. So, I think all of you know that I'm from Germany. And this is where I still live. Something interesting about Germany: following the Second World War, the country was actually split in two. Pretty much here. It's very small, so it's difficult to see. So this was West Germany, and this was East Germany, except for Berlin, which is the capital, and Berlin belonged to West Germany. And East Germany was ruled by the East, Russia, kind of. And West Germany was ruled by the US, France, and the UK. But they worked together to form West Germany. Otherwise it would have been 4 parts instead of just 2. And Germany actually only reunited in the late 80s, early 90s. So it's not even 40 years ago that there were 2 parts of Germany. My parents grew up in a divided Germany. And if you were from the East, or from the West for that matter, you had a very difficult time. If you wanted to move to the other side, it was almost impossible, especially for the people who lived in the East and wanted to leave. Yes, I like living in Germany, but I've also been on vacation to a lot of different countries, and I liked pretty much all of them as well. So, where's Austria? We always go to Austria in the winter for skiing, but you can also ski in the south of Germany, or in Switzerland, or in France, the mountains, in Italy, the northern part. So, yeah. Speaking of, I also went to Italy a couple of times, and for me the most beautiful place in Italy, which looks like a boot by the way, Italy, was Venice. Venice was my favorite city ever. I loved it there, and I desperately want to go back. To this day, Venice is probably my favorite vacation and my favorite city in the whole world. But on the other hand, I have never been to Rome, but that's on my bucket list. And did you know, due to the history of this part of the country, in the north of Italy, called South Tyrol, South Tyrol, people speak German, and they sound kind of similar to the people in Austria, kind of. Obviously, there are differences, just like not everyone in Austria has the same dialect, but it's similar. And then I went to France once. More than once actually, to the north, the Bretagne, and the south near Bordeaux, and to Paris. Not all on the same vacation. One vacation was to Paris, one was to the north, one was to the south. Yes. And my next goal for visiting France is visiting the Provence with the lavender fields and just beautiful landscapes. But I don't know when that will happen. I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Portugal once. If you've been following me for a very long time, you will maybe have seen my video that I've since taken down after I went to Portugal, and I took it down because it wasn't an ASMR video, and I took down all the videos that weren't ASMR a few years ago. We went to Lisbon and then someplace in the country, but I don't know where exactly. And then I also visited London. Where is it? Here. London. then just this summer, Scotland. And in September, or no, not September, I don't know when, but this summer, a friend of mine and me want to go on vacation together, and we thought about going to London, but it's just too expensive for two college students. So we will most likely not go to London, or the UK for that matter, because we cannot afford the flights. I visited Amsterdam in the Netherlands just last March. I think I showed that to you in a haul. Not necessarily, I didn't do a travel vlog, but I did a haul. And I don't know, I think that's it for the European countries. I think I was in Sweden once when I was very small for a wedding of a family friend, but I don't remember anything about that. Okay. Now on to the rest of the world. My first very big vacation was to Australia. We didn't visit Canberra, but we visited, where is it? Melbourne and Sydney, and then some other place that I don't know where it was, but it was at the sea. I think if I only could go on vacation one more time in my entire life, I would want to go to Australia again. Please don't confuse Australia and Austria. When we went there, it was the Australian winter, so we didn't see any snakes or spiders. But I actually really like spiders. I wouldn't touch any in Australia, because I don't know which ones are the dangerous ones. But here in Germany, where everyone is harmless, every spider, I always catch them with a cup and then bring them outside. And I think spiders are one of my favorite animals. Yes. I haven't visited any countries here, and then in 2022 we went to the US, but I got off Canada and Alaska. I wouldn't necessarily say that I've been to the US, because I only saw, where is it? I only saw New York and New Jersey, a little bit of that, Jersey City. But if I come back, and I do want to, I would want to visit the East Coast, California, and something inland. I don't know if I want to go to Texas, but I do want to visit something in the middle, not just the coast. And I also want to visit Canada, but I haven't had the chance yet. Unfortunately, I haven't been to any countries in South America or in Africa, but those are on my bucket list. I haven't decided on a country in Africa. There are so many. But I would want to go somewhere where I can see animals, like the African mammals, so lions, zebras, elephants, a national park maybe. On the other hand, I also want to visit Egypt or Morocco. Decisions. And then in South America, I don't know. It's not really, I haven't actively thought about it, but maybe someplace in Brazil. We had a boy in our class once who was from Colombia. So maybe Colombia. But again, I haven't decided. And now I'm going to put that to the side. Just one more note. I think I skipped over most of Asia. That being said, I have a friend who wants to visit South Korea, and if they ever do, I want them to take me with them. Just for the experience of vacationing together. Okay, need some more space. Here we have Amsterdam city, the center, and the small rivers called Grachten in German. And you can see some marks that I made before we went there on vacation. So let me talk to you a little bit about what we did. We arrived here at the central station, and then we walked down this street here, and we ate some fries. Best fries of my life. And during our vacation, we also ate pancakes here. Very good pancakes. And we had some poffertjes, which are small cakes, small pancakes, like that small, with butter and powdered sugar. But to be honest, I've eaten better ones in Germany. I know they're Dutch food, and Dutch people are probably going to hate me for this, but we have, during Christmas time, there's a seller who comes to my city, and their poffertjes are better than the ones I've eaten here. And we went to the avocado show, which is right here, and had so delicious avocado meals. They were amazing. And then there was also one called Sir Hummus, but I don't know where that one was. If you're looking for coffee, I can recommend right here. And if you're looking for English books, right here. I bought 2. Then there's the house in which Anne Frank hid during the Second World War. If you don't know who that is, please educate yourself. And we have some museums. So we went to the Amsterdam Tulip Museum. Very cute. And there are some museums on the other side of the map that I can't show to you. But we went to the MoMA, Museum of Modern Arts, and the Vincent van Gogh Museum. And then somewhere, but I don't know where exactly, is something called Body Worlds, with real human beings positioned so that you can see their muscles or nerves. They all agreed to that before their death, and it's a really great opportunity to learn the human anatomy, and especially as a med student, I really liked that. Then here is something called the King's Palace. Here's Madame Tussauds. Here's the Amsterdam Museum. And something that I marked, but I don't know why. Then here's Spui. It's a market of sorts, I think. Here's another market. Then we have Oudekerk, the old church, and somewhere is the Nieuwe Kerk, here, the new church. Then we have, here, Museum Het Rembrandthuis. I don't speak Dutch, by the way. Rembrandt Museum, an artist. The museum. I think Dutch is a really interesting language. I think it sounds really great when spoken. When ASMR Fleur talks in Dutch, I always try to understand her. But sometimes I get the gist of what she's saying, but I can't understand every word, obviously. Yeah. I would say this is where I end the video for today. Please let me know if you enjoyed this. If you would like me to do a part 2, maybe with some other maps. I have one more map of a city, I think Zandvoort, also in the Netherlands. No, Haarlem. But I don't know anything about that city. We were only there for a couple of hours. But if you're interested in this, I can also look up more maps on my iPad. You just let me know what you thought. So, I wish you a very, very good night. Sleep tight. bug's bite, and I'll see